Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Just turn down the music just a touch. Just give me 1 second. Okay. I am here. I have arrived. Okay, so pretty much what we're going to do today, which is what I had planned on doing a while ago, is we're going to shiny hunt Zorua today. Hopefully. Hello, James. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Oh, goodness, I am so tired. Thank God it's Friday today. I have a busy afternoon today, though. How many sandwiches in 3 hours? I think that's 6. We'll be fine. Because I only have 3. I opened up the camera. How do I play this game again? Where's the sound? Found it. Did I find it? Where is this? Give me 1 second. I think... There. That worked. Okay. There we go. We're good. Or do we want music? We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Alright, how do I do things again? That's not the button. I haven't played this game in a hot minute, it feels like. I don't know where I'm going. Where? I know... They're over here. We could go to Lag Tree Thicket, but I'm not going to. Lag Tree Thicket is also an option. I refuse. I refuse to go there. I shall not. Do I even remember how to do a dark type sandwich? I don't know. I don't know what's on it. I might have to look it up. Give me 1 second. How to do the duck tape sandwich. Where's it in? This one? Where are you? I have so many... Okay, it's not in that folder. So many freaking photos and screenshots. I have no idea where the fuck it could be. No, that's the camera. Where am I? Is it down? Is it this one? Ah, I have it. Dark type is smoked fillet or smoked fillet, whatever the fuck people call it. I don't flippin' know. Oh, oh. Alright, where do we make the sandwich? It's over here. Here will do. May as well save. Because why not? Oh, actually, I probably should get a Pokemon that can use False Swipe. That might be a good idea, wouldn't it? Where is a Pokemon that has False Swipe? One of these. You will do. And then Picnic. Save the game first, then Picnic. Hopefully I have enough. I'm pretty sure I have Urban Mystica. I don't know. Honestly, haven't the slightest idea. Why is my table shaking? Alright. Crap, I have to remember how to do all this again. And then smoked this thing. And then, oh yeah, plenty of Urban Mystica. Plenty to go around. I think the plan was like, once I run out of Urban Mystica, then I'm done. Because by that time, Legends ZA should come out. And that's what everyone will be playing. Is this right? I feel like everything's gonna fall over, but I don't know. It should be fine. It's like flat. Gosh. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect sandwich. Still got it. Although speaking of Legends CA, have they announced anything new so far? Like I don't think there's been any new announcements on it so far. I think it's been, like, not since the Nintendo Direct. Nintendo Direct, not the Switch Direct. There was so many Directs. There was Nintendo Direct. Well, first of all, there was the Pokemon Presents. And then there was, like, the Nintendo Direct. And there was the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. And then there was the Nintendo Treehouse. And then I think there was something else. I don't know. Is that? Okay. So they don't appear as Zorua. I thought that was a thing. They don't appear as Zorua. They appear as other things, obviously. Same with like Ditto. So this could be a Zorua. Okay, and then all we gotta do is just like not shiny. And this is what we gotta do. That's just a Murkrow. Just a Murkrow, just a Murkrow. Was this just a group of Murkrow before? Oh gosh. That's a Zorua. Usually they're just kind of like a solo Pokemon just hanging around. Like that one. But sometimes they just wander off and it's like, were you in a group? Maybe sometimes they are just, I don't know. I don't know. I've only ever tried this hunt once. Was not successful, but I attempted it. I was successful with the Minior that one time. I was super chuffed about that. I was like, hell yeah. I love shiny Minior. I just love the concept of Minior. If it wasn't for the shields down ability, like with its like shell and everything, it'd be like a really popular Pokemon. I mean, it kind of already is popular, but I don't know, I just wish there wasn't the flippin' shields down. There's one. There we go. This is it. This is gonna be the stream. I didn't really have a lot of topics I wanted to talk about today. I don't know. I have been sort of going down the rabbit hole of, well, not a rabbit hole, but just looking into more of this, like, because like I keep seeing people like debating about like this AI stuff, like AI is gonna take over everyone's jobs and that, and it's like it is going to be something that might stick around for maybe, I feel like maybe a couple more years, and then investors will just move on, because right now, with what they're trying to advertise to these viewers, to these investors, what they're trying to, you know, say, like, trying to talk this, like, this AI stuff up, which at the moment it's not even AI. What they're promising is not what they're actually giving them. It may be, like, stick around for a few more years and then investors will just move on. There'll be something else that'll come along. I think this whole debate is kind of silly. But it is interesting to, like, just learn a little bit about it. It's like, because to say it is AI, it's not accurate. It really is just like a, what do they call it? LLMs, which it's just like algorithmic. Like, it'll just spit out a prediction. It's not really actually like it doesn't really have any thoughts. It doesn't really have any, like, it can't make up variables, I guess, or it needs you to tell it something. Like, you can spit out something like, oh, hey, like what Doug did a really good video on it or something, because you could spit out and say, hey, make me a sandwich or something, and it'll go through all these different things and pop out something that it thinks you want. Like, it can predict it, but then it could, like, you know, you could say, oh, I don't want that, make it with tomato or something. So now it's got a little bit of extra information. I was like, okay. And then it'll come back, maybe make it with tomato. And then you go, no, that's not right. Go back and it could take like so long before you get something really perfect or something that you want, but it's just all that it is. It's like, it's to say that it's like, it's going to take over everyone's job, because everyone's been saying computers are going to take over all our jobs or something. Like, you know, that's not the case. They say, like, self-serve registers at retails, they'll take over people's jobs, and I think in Australia they're talking about phasing them out because of how unreliable it can be at times, because, you know, people can just easily say, oh yeah, I bought this one thing at the self-checkout when they didn't. Something. It's, yeah, it's just interesting. And, you know, you could have all these people saying, oh, it's, you know, people saying this and that. At the end of the day, it's like, it's not going to be a big deal. Eventually, people will just move on. Because, like, okay, let's just say, you know, these generative tools replace everyone's jobs. Like, everyone gets replaced by these tools. It still has to have data to learn off of. It's like, if you don't have enough data to feed off it, it's probably just gonna feed off of its own data, and that's just gonna be like friggin' inbred fucking AI, and that's not good. They've said that's not good. It's wholly unreliable so far. If you're just like relying entirely on that, relying entirely on the use of generative AI tools, wholly unreliable. Because I've heard stories of people say, oh, look, I'm a consultant for XYZ or whatever. I'm a consultant for these companies and whatever, and, you know, and there's people having to come in and fix, like, they're spending, like, more money than what they should be trying to fix what the AI broke. So you're spending more money on something that you're trying to save money on. It's like, it's a terrible business practice, and eventually investors are going to be like, I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm not going to, you know, put all my eggs in one basket with that stuff. And then I've seen people also say, like, well, you know, it's not good, because we've been saying for roughly how long now has it been going on? 5 years, 5 or so-ish years? I don't even know. 3 to 5 years? Been saying, like, AI is going to take over all our jobs in 6 months or something. In a few short months, AI is going to take over all our jobs. And it's like, that's been how long now? And then you could just say, oh, just wait another 10 years and it'll be there. The investors aren't going to, I'm telling you now, investors aren't going to wait 10 years, 10 or so more years for you to figure out. Like, it's just, it hasn't really, I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm not impressed with it. It has not really changed anything. And they haven't really like changed too much of this, like what they're trying to, I don't know, it's silly. It just seems like it's they're just putting out the same thing over and over, just putting a new skin on it, just putting a new name on it, slapping a new name on it, slapping a new brand on it, and going like, yeah, this is the newest thing, this is the newest AI thing, and it's like, it's just the same as the other one. No, this is completely different. And I was like, oh. Anyway, no. Should we be fear-mongering? No. Like, should we be frightened? No. Like, it'll phase out. There will be something new that comes along. Something they'll be like, I don't flipping know, like some new weight loss, new generational weight loss freaking drug thing that'll come along, and investors will be like, oh, that's going to be the new thing. And AI, the word AI, it's just a buzzword. Like the whole artificial intelligence term, it's just another buzzword. Yeah. Because people will move on, like the investors will move on, the companies, they'll move on. They'll just all move on from that stuff, and it won't be... It'll phase out, and then people who are still trying to use it, people are still trying to make it work, they'll just be... I just have a feeling they'll be left behind. And then they'll just have to try and catch up, and because, you know, ever-changing markets and all that, ever-changing business designs, business models, whatnot, it'll just be playing catch-up at that point. Let's say in 10 years' time, they think like, oh, it's gonna still work, it's gonna still work. It's like, bro, everyone's moved on. If a deaf person went to court, would it still be called a hearing? Ooh. Makes you think, doesn't it? Do 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 do. I got the hiccups. Oh, I was gonna say, you're not attacking that one. These are all Zoro, right? Yeah. What day it? Oh, that's a Zoro. Okay. These are all Zoro. Easier to do it in the day, I suppose. I wonder if... I don't know. I was kind of thinking like holding off and trying to get the Switch too, but... I don't know. Maybe I'll just get it when Legends of the Air comes out, but I'm just wondering, like... I keep seeing people... Well, I keep hearing people say, like, oh, the Switch 2, it's going to make Scarlet and Violet so much better. Is it? Like, do we know for sure? I don't know. Because, like, it's it's so freaking... Look at it now! Don't freak out, there's a Leafia lurking beside you. No, it's cool. He just chills there. Do 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 do. Can we move faster? What if I just look up? That kind of helps with the frame rate. If I just look at the sky, but then I can't see anything, but it's fine. The best solution to fixing the frame rate in this game, not actually seeing anything. Oh, hello. Well, that's not shiny. Okay, goodbye. There were so many things that they really didn't... Like, you sort of had to discover with this game. I remember seeing people shiny hunt, or try to attempt to shiny hunt Ditto when the game first came out. And... Like a lot of the times people will be like, oh, I found a shiny, but then they enter the battle and then they go, oh, I forgot to save. So they'll exit the battle, they'll save, and then they'll re-encounter the shiny. But with like, as you just saw there with like Dittos and Zoroarks, like Pokemon that disguise themselves. When you run from the battle, they disappear. They leave, you get like, they're gone. I remember seeing like a lot of people encounter Dittos or whatever, and then they go, oh, I need to save first, and then they'll like run from the battle, and then the Ditto's just gone. The poor people. Because you didn't know then, like when the game first came. There's just like so many things we didn't know when the game first came out. I remember when it was a Pokemon Day, and then they were like, oh, you know, we're doing a whole bunch of, what's it called? The Voltorb. So they're doing a whole bunch of like those, oh god, can you not? Doing a bunch of those like Voltorb mass outbreak things with like the increased shiny rate. I didn't know that the shinies don't explode, because when you like run by the Voltorb, they explode. They go, oh no, and then they just explode and they're gone. The shinies don't do that. I didn't know. Someone in chat had to tell me, and I was like, I didn't know that was a thing. So I tested it and I ran by it and I was like, oh, the shinies don't explode. There's these things in the game that just don't tell you. There's a lot of things in Pokemon that just really don't tell you. I don't even remember when I learnt about stab moves. I think a friend had to tell me. They had to tell me like, oh yeah, so if say a Fire-type Pokemon uses a Fire-type move, it actually, you know, gets a attack boost, which is what it's called, same type attack bonus. And I was like, I didn't know that was a thing. When the hell was I ever gonna learn that? I think that was pretty much when you sort of had to like rely on other people sort of helping you. You sort of like didn't really have too much, well, you didn't really use the internet too much back then, so to find information it would just be like you found it yourself or a friend told you. So yeah. A little sippy sip. A little sippy sip of my Chucky milk. Okay, that is legitimately a Mabustiff. Okay, if they chase me, they're a Mabustiff. If they're chill, they're a Zoroark. What are you? You're Zoroark. I think next shiny hunt, I definitely want to try Masuda methoding. Excuse me. Probably not next week, but when my contract ends and when I have more time to do that, because I will have to like, I have to freaking breed for the eggs and all that, which is time consuming. I got a Misty Seed. Apparently I hadn't found a Misty Seed before in this game. There you go. Hopefully in Legend ZA, there is, like an audio cue. Or at least like some audio or visual cue where that tells you like, oh, a shiny is nearby. Actually, like, I was wondering too, like when when they were showing off the world a bit more of Legend ZA, which is like literally just Lumia City. I was wondering, I was like, oh, I wonder how shiny hunting is actually going to work in this game. Like, is it kind of, well, so you have the wild areas. Is it kind of treated, or not the wild areas, what is it, wild zones? Is it kind of treated like when in Legend ZA, Legends Arceus, you like entered an area and then there's like a set, flippin' bird, and there's like, have I spoken about this before? I don't know. But remember in Legends ZA when you would go to an area, say you went to Obsidian Fieldlands, and there's like down the path at the very like first, you know, spawn point, whatever the fuck it's called, I don't know. There's like always like 3 Bidoof, and then further down there's always like the Starly, and then over like the hills or something, over like the thing, there's like Shinx in the valley or whatever, and there's always like a set number. There's always like a set spawn. I wonder if that's going to be similar. I wonder if like Legends EA is going to do something similar like that. So if that's the case, then to shiny hunt, would it just be like entering an area, finding if there's a shiny, exiting an area, going back in, repeat, rinse and repeat, just similar to like Legends Arceus? I wonder. And then in like Legends Arceus, they had the Pokédex, like the research levels, and then like depending on how much, well, like how, like, yeah, depending on how much research you've done on the Pokemon, say like get a research level 10, that's like, you know, a 1 in, what, like a 1 in like 500 chance, 1 in 400 chance, and if it's like a perfect research level, and it was like a 1 in 200 or something, 1 in 300, I can't remember exactly. I wonder if in Legends ZA, maybe like the ranking system, like the battle ranking, I don't know. Or maybe it's just gonna be like just a regular Pokedex thing, catch all the Pokemon, and then you get the shiny charm, and then you find Chinese. I'm not flipping no. What did Tennessee, the same thing, Arkansas? Why is it called Arkansas? Why is it not Arkansas? I don't understand that shit. I don't understand. I mean, to be fair, like in Australia, we say things a bit differently. Ours is not like perfect. I don't know. Well, it's not perfect. It's just like different way we say things as well, I suppose. I can't be too judgmental. Because it is funny when you see people, you know, try to pronounce our city, like major cities, like our capital cities, like their names. So people be like Brisbane or Melbourne, stuff like that. When it's just like, oh, it's just Brisbane and Melbourne. Like it's not, but it's just sort of like different languages and stuff, I suppose. Or not different languages, different dialect, or just the, yeah, not languages. Why would it be different? Like that's all English, you dickhead. Because if it was pronounced Arkansas, then it ruins the pun. Is that how America comes up with their names? It's just like, how can we turn this into a pun? Like we gotta make it funny, guys. It's gotta be funny. Oh, goodness gracious gravy. Yeah. So I was thinking the other day as I was, you know, eating lunch and watching YouTube videos and that. I had a thought, and I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this. Cool. If I'm not, I have no idea if I'm gonna get in trouble. I had a thought. I was like, are brothels illegal in Australia? Because I know there's like brothels in the city near where I live. Because people have pointed it out to me. They're like, oh yeah, there's a brothel over there. And I was like, oh, okay. Apparently, so in New South Wales and Victoria, it's legal. It is legal. In Queensland, it's, you have to be licensed, and it's like, you can't have pimps, and you can't have like, it has to be like, an individual or something. So it can't just be like, it just can't be like a major business. It's illegal in, well, I think it's also the same in Northern Territory as well. It's illegal in South Australia, and I think it's like completely illegal in South Australia, and I think it's completely illegal in Western Australia. So like you cannot have any brothels, you cannot have any like sex work, you cannot have that. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't know. It was just in my head. I'm like, is it illegal? I have no idea. Let me look this up. So I just looked it up. And then I wondered as well, I continued to wonder, and I was like, okay, so in America, land of the free and all that, is it illegal there? Apparently, it is illegal in every single state and territory except for one state. And even then, it's only in certain places, and it's Nevada. And I was like, land of the free, what the fuck? You can't even have freaking brothels there? What are you talking about? Anyway, a friend who worked in a call center told me that several times customers guess where he is from just by certain words he uses and not by his accent. And I think that we speak quite neutrally, and apparently it's not true. Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyway, that was my random thought yesterday. These are just the random things I think about. I'm just like, a brothel's illegal in Australia. Apparently not entirely. Only in like 2 states. Oh, I never checked the ACT. Wait, I don't think I even checked Tasmania. I think Tasmania is kind of the same as Queensland. Where it's just like, yeah, but, you know, licensed. And so in like New South Wales and Victoria, it's like they're protected under the Sex Workers Act or something. So it's like they're allowed to work. Yeah, anywho. I didn't really have a lot to say today, I suppose. Just kind of I'm just tired, I guess. I'm just really tired at the moment. How long for this sandwich? 7 minutes. Oh my god. Wonder if we'll even find one. Okay, 20 more seconds before the ad finishes on Twitch. Which is good, because I kind of had already finished my random thought train. And the ads are done. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Don't touch me. Thank you, Brayloom. I'm gonna have so much stuff for my gacha at the Blueberry Academy. I have so many things, I think. Aren't brothels just old-timey strip clubs? No. I don't know if I don't think they're strip clubs. I think they're just brothels. Wait, wasn't it? Oh, there was something else. There was something. Oh, yeah. And then I also, like, you know, there was also, like, a recommended, or, like, you know how you, like, Google things, and it's like, brothels illegal something, and then there'll be, like, another suggested thing. Like, Google will be like, oh, do you also want to search this? And then it was like, happy ending massages illegal in Australia. And it's like, it's pretty much exactly the same as a brothel, which is like, just get a license and you just have to be labeled as a brothel. So you, like, in New South Wales and Sydney, you'll be like protected under the Sex Workers Act, but you'll just still have to say like, you're a brothel and not a massage parlor. I was like, what the fuck? I'm learning so many things. Yeah. But anywho, if I get banned or something because I talk about this, then I will accept it. If Twitch is like, you cannot be talking about this, you get banned, I'll be like, okay, you know what? Fair enough, I will accept the consequences. But I just kind of had to talk about it. It was just for research purposes. I just needed to know the legalities of it all. I was like, is it illegal? Is it not illegal? I just need to know. But like, then what about OnlyFans and stuff? So like, I guess in Queensland it'd be like fine, like yeah, do whatever. But like, I was thinking like, okay, if it's like if brothels are illegal in the majority of America, except for that one place, except for Nevada, but in like still in most counties in Nevada, I think it's like still illegal. But anyway, what about like OnlyFans or something, or like the you know, those illicit, no, the NSFW site, because I can't actually say the name, but you know what I mean. It's like, if is that considered, because it's not like an establishment, so is that just like how would you call that? Like you're working as an individual or something? Like that would just be like entertainment industry. That's not necessarily like, you know, that's not a brothel. So like that's fine, I suppose. But you just can't actually go to an establishment for fun times. You know what I mean? You have to be creative. Give those nicknames here. We call them Street of Laments. I don't know what that comment was in regards to what conversation we were having. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. I don't know. I'm supposed to be I think I was supposed to be a family-friendly channel, but I gave up on that long ago. Now we're just talking about brothels and shit and the legalities of the freaking, all the legalities of it. Like, you know, is it illegal to do this with a license in these certain states? And, you know, you can't pimp people. You can't have pimps in Queensland and Northern Territory. And it's completely illegal in Western Australia and South Australia. Don't know with the ACT. Maybe the ACT, they're chill with it. I don't flipping know. God, I zoned out for a minute. What did your topic turn into? Brothels, apparently. That's what we're talking about now. We're not like, it's not like we're freaking talking about anything illicit. We're just talking about, like, you know, is it illegal? But if Twitch decides no, ban hammer for you, and be like, okay, you know what? Fair enough. I don't know what happened. Where am I? What did I do? No. What happened? Where am I? What was that about? Anyway, how much left in the sandwich? 1 minute. All right. I don't think we found anything. And if we did, I was not paying attention because we're talking about brothels. Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. But like, how do I say this? I'm trying to say this as, to not get myself into too much trouble. But like, so we have, I don't know, I guess it's like also comes to the fact that like, what about shops that sell toys? You know, like, is that fine? So that surely that's fine, right? Like, because we have them in, like, I remember specifically, we would always drive by this one town and it'd just be on the main highway, like, just out for everyone to see. And I'd always ask my mum, what does G-Spot mean? Because that was the name at the store. And Mum was just like, I'll tell you when you're older. I think she gave up one day and she told me they sell... She told me straight up, but I can't actually say it, but she's like, they sell toys. And I'm like, oh, okay. But like, that's fine, I suppose. But this was like out in the main highway. It was just so odd. It was like, why? Like, why is it just out on the highway? Like, oh, honey, let's stop by and grab some toys while we go off for our holiday to the Gold Coast or some shit. Like, oh, no. Oh, God, this little dog. Oh, I probably should stop talking about this now. I don't know. I've seen get people banned for less, so I'm just like, maybe I should not be. Is that a Zoroa? Is it just a fungus? I don't know. How long are the sandwiches done? Okay, well, reset. Hello. Oh, God. Marvel and Drone. I'm so sorry. I've messed up your name. Welcome, Raiders. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you had a good stream. We were talking about very normal things. I assure you, we are a very normal channel here. Hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's having a good day. I love these Fridays, these Shiny Hunt Fridays, where we just talk about the most random crap. That definitely won't get us banned on Twitch. I don't know about YouTube. I think YouTube's chill with it. It's all friggin' AI slop anyway. They're not gonna fucking know. Hey, in my town, those shops are just on the high street for everyone as well. Yep, they're just out in the open. You know, they're just like, here we are. It's like a freaking power move. Like, oh, there's a random Zoroark. That's illegal. Sir, you are illegal. You are not... I just had to take it. Perfect game. 10 out of... There's a Pikachu. I didn't know Pikachu could be here. What do you know? Anywho, how do I do a thing? How did I do the sandwich again? That's not it. No. Oh. No. Shit. No. What am I? No. Oh, wait. No, I remember now. I forgot how to do this. I forgot. I remember, I swear. I remember how to play this game. When was the last time I played this game? I don't even remember. I haven't even been playing it for fun anymore. I just hadn't had the time. Okie dokie. Okay, how do I do this? What was it? The smoked fillet or smoked fillet? I don't flippin' know. That is too many. That is perfect. I only need 3. I've heard this song way too many times. I know the whole spiel of it. Oh god. What was that? What did it do there? That was scary. I didn't know like that. What am I actually hunting? The old topic distracted me. I forgot to ask. Oh, we are hunting shiny Zoroark today. I normally do polls. Well, I don't know. I normally do polls on the YouTube community post thing, and I asked like all my viewers, like, what do you guys want to see me shiny hunt next? Because I had been running out of ideas on what to shiny hunt because I just would have no plan and I just do whatever. And I'm like, maybe I should actually have a plan for the streams. So we just came up with that. We just came up with like letting the viewers choose what I shiny hunt for next. And it had been a while, but I finally got around to it. We're shiny hunting Zoroark. It was either that or Ditto. Those were the 2 options because they're like both really hard to find Pokemon. You sort of have to just like knock them out and hope you find it. Because it's just like, they just appear as whatever. So, you know, you see a Mabostiff, look at it and lock in, it's a Zoroark. So it's like, yeah. And they don't appear as shiny. You just have to, knock it out. Same with Ditto, same with, I know, Minior. I feel there was another one. Oh, I was gonna say, is that one? Zoro is a beastie shiny. Yeah, I like it. I like shiny Zoroark. So like my favorite Pokemon of all time is Ponyta, and I especially love its shiny. And my second favorite Pokemon is Hisuian Zoroark, because I also really like its shiny. But this is just regular Zoroark, but like if the Hisuian Zoroark was here and you could like shiny hunt it in this game, I would try for that, but we're doing this one. I feel like there was an I feel like there was another Pokemon that's sort of like is a similar concept to Zorua, Ditto, and Vineo, but I just can't think. Legends Arceus free shiny Ponyta must have had you guessing. I was like, hell yeah! I was excited. I was like, oh my god. And then I just kept like, I think at one point when I was like in my earlier days of like, when I started streaming, because I was making videos first on YouTube and then I started streaming. At one point I was like, I'm gonna shiny hunt all the Ponyta. Like I was gonna try and like aim for getting like a full box of shiny Ponyta. So like I only get like 30 of them or however many, or allowed in a Pokebox. I have no idea. It's like 30, 32. I think it's 32 nowadays. I don't remember. I think the peak of that was finding an alpha shiny Ponyta, and I was like, I'm done now. I think I only had gotten like 5 or 6 or something. I'm just like, this is peak. This is the peak of my content. There's nothing will top this. So yeah. Anywho. I do kind of wish we could shiny hunt the legendaries like Miraidon and Koraidon. I feel like they kind of, when they release new legendary Pokemon, you can't shiny hunt for them in their original games. They'll come out later with another game and then they'll be like, you can shiny hunt for that there. Or they just like distribute it, which is like, I don't know, the distribution shinies, it's like, it's fine, but I like the challenge of finding it myself. Like, I don't know, I can't explain to people why I enjoy shiny hunting. Like, if you don't like it, it's like, you don't, you know, that's your thing. It's like, it's not for everyone. Because people are like, shiny hunting is too mind-numbing, it's boring, why would anyone do it? But I kind of like the challenge of it. I definitely do like the challenge. Because it's kind of the same as, like, I don't know, maybe to me, in a way, it's kind of the same as, like, a lot of games where you have to sort of, like, level up a character and there's a bit of a grind to it or something. And it's like, well, why do you grind for hours on end just to, like, because it's like Genshin Impact or something and people getting, like, the perfect artifact or something. It's like, well, I just grind for hours on end trying to get the perfect artifact because it's rewarding at the end. It's just a rewarding thing in the end. It's kind of just like, not everyone's gonna get it, but that's okay. It's fine. I just like it, in my opinion. Nothing should be shiny locked. I'm gonna hunt for whatever I want. Yeah. I don't get it. I don't know. Because when did they start shiny locking? I can't remember if it was Gen 5 or Gen 4. I don't think it was Gen 4. I think it was just Gen 5. Gen 5 and onward. I think they started shiny locking certain Pokemon, specifically like the legendaries or mythicals. I think. I can't exactly remember. But yeah, it's, if I recall correctly, it was Victini was the first. That's why I keep thinking of Victini when I think of shiny locked. Probably because, yeah, that would have been the first shiny locked Pokemon. Yeah. I do wish, I don't know. Because I know they have the Dynamax raids in Sword and Shield, but I don't know. I would like to see, like, more games where I could, you know, shiny hunt legendary Pokemon. It was just fun. It's just fun. But yeah, like I said, like, I can't explain shiny hunting to people. Like, I can't explain why I like it, because if I try and explain it, it's like, well, you see, I encounter a Pokemon, the same Pokemon, over and over again, and hope that for a slight change in color. I hope for a one that's a different color to the rest of them. Like, that just sounds freaking psychotic to normal people. They're just like, why would anyone do that? It's like, I just enjoy it. I like it. It's fun. It's the challenge. But yeah, no, I do understand, like, as a shiny hunter, I do look psychotic to a lot of other Pokemon players. I look really psychotic. And it's like, how can this person just sit there and stare at Pokemon over and over and over again at the same Pokemon, hoping for a different colored one? And it's like, the different colored one, it doesn't change the stats. It doesn't make a Pokemon better, but I just like it. It's aesthetic. Oh crap, I just ran into it for no reason. Imagine if that was shiny. I would have been excited. Bye-bye. Punchcrow. To Zoroark. But then again, I like to also add on top of it, I love marks on Pokemon. Like, I love the different marks, especially the personality marks. So like the scholarly, or the what is it, the kindly, or the not the rambunctious, what is it called, the pompous. There's one that's like the pompous or something. I love those types of marks. And like, I love it when there's a shiny Pokemon I have and it has a mark on it. It just makes it so, like, it just kind of makes it feel a little special to me. It's like, yeah, I have like over 1,000 different shiny Pokemon, but like the ones that are really special to me are the ones that are like, that have those like special marks on it. I did find once a shiny Zebstrika with the recluse mark on it, and I thought like, oh my god, I was so excited. And then I traded it away to someone because they were like, oh, I'll help you finish your Pokedex in Pokemon Home. And I'm just like, sold! And they were like, you don't have to trade me your shinies. I'm like, no, you will have my shinies. Especially for starters. Yeah, I reset the game over and over again for hundreds of hours because I want a slightly different color. Yeah. Yeah, like, I think there was who was it? I don't remember who it was, but they... Oh, what was the... Candy Eevee, I think it was. She reset her game. I don't think she even, like, started playing BDSP because she was trying to shiny hunt for a Turtwig. And, like, I think, like, everyone had moved on. I think by that time, everyone was, like, you know, well into Legends Arceus, and then Scarlet and Violet was like starting to, you know, come out, and I think she was still like, she's like, I have my shiny. I finally have my shiny, and it's like we're all on Scarlet and Violet. It's like, oh crap, okay, then I should probably catch up. Which is like, yeah, but it's just the fun of it. It's like, oh, you know, I just want this thing. I want this one thing. I want to start with a shiny. Yeah. I did the exact same thing. All my mates had long moved on and I'm still resetting. Yeah. It's like, you don't understand, guys. It's the challenge. It's the challenge of it. But I did attempt a shiny hunt in Heart Gold, Soul Silver because, like, the starters, because it is such, like... I think it is still the easiest game to shiny hunt for the starter Pokemon because you can actually, like, number one, you can actually, like, see the sprites in the menu when you pick the Pokemon. Like, you can see whether it's shiny or not, so you don't really actually have to, like, choose the Pokemon and then send it into battle just to see if it's shiny, or, like, check its, like, summary page or whatever. And it was, like, it's, like, just, you can save at the Pokeballs. Like, you can save right there before picking a starter, and then you can just, like, reset over and over. Oh. Yeah, I still think my longest shiny hunt is still that... What was it called? Zigzagoon. Galarian Zigzagoon in Sword and Shield. Oh my god, I hated that. was like back when we didn't really understand how shiny hunting particularly worked with the knockout system. Or not the knockout system, but like... Oh, I think it was the knockout system. Well, like... So remember in Sword and Shield when you knocked... Oh, excuse me. You knocked out a Pokemon... Or you, like, caught the Pokemon or something. The game would register in your Pokedex like, oh, you've knocked or caught, like, this many. And I think, like, back then it was like, okay, you had to do the 500 of those. And then you had an increased chance of finding the shiny. But even then it was, like, it was still such a small chance. Because I think it was, like, a 3%. I don't remember exactly. Was it a 3% increase? That sounds weird. I don't know. It was just weird, but people had tried that and they would be like hours into like hunts and they'll be like, oh, I finally found this one thing. And I did that, and the only one I did that with there's only two. I only did it with two Pokemon. I did it with Zigzagoon, which took me over a year to do. So over a year to find a shiny Zigzagoon, and a shiny Staryu, which it did not take me as long. I don't even think I had completed knocking out 500 of those. I attempted to do Scoropy or Scoropi. I don't know how to say that Pokemon. I don't know how to say any Pokemon's name, honestly. Do we even know how to say any of these Pokemon's name? Like, pronounce them correctly? But then Legends Arceus came out, and I was just like, oh, okay, I can just get it from there. That's so much easier. It's easy. I guess it's easier. I don't know. I say it's more efficient to shiny hunt in these newer games than it is in, like, the older games, because... Or say, like, when was it? Did Gen 6 introduce the new 1 in 4,000 something? Instead of, like, the 1 in 8,000? I can't remember exactly. Where am I going with this? Where was I going with this conversation? I have no idea. But say compare it to, compare this game to, say, X and Y. Yeah, you probably prefer to shiny hunt in this game because it is still just way more efficient than shiny hunting in X and Y, because you just have, like, Pokemon everywhere. They're just there. They're just on the map. And you just run by and you don't have to, like, actually do any encounters or whatnot. Because in Sword and Shield, you, like, even if the Pokemon was, like a static Pokemon just out and about, like, there was say, like, there was in the wild area, there's, like, a Snorlax by the bridge or something. Like, that Snorlax wouldn't appear shiny until you actually, like, ran into it, encountered it, enter a battle, and then you'd be like, oh, it's a shiny. But you wouldn't know that because, you wouldn't know that if it was, like, just randomly static and you're just, like, out in the overworld. But, like, this game, it's just like, well, Legends Arceus in this game, it's like, oh, you can see him in the overworld. Well, let's go, Pikachu and Eevee did that as well. That's why people thought, oh, we're gonna have shinies in the overworld. And they're just like, no. No, you're not. It's like, God damn it. Why? It's weird. It's kind of like they go forwards and then they go backwards with each, like, development of a new game. Different teams are just like, we're doing this. And then the other team is just like, yeah, no, we're going to do something else. It's like, why? Why would you do that? Oh, ouch on the Zigzagoon. I think the only one I did the link thing for was Yampa. Oh, yeah. And then we found out it actually was related to the Brilliant Aura Pokemon, the increased shiny odds. Even then, it's just like, oh god, at that point, no one cared anymore. And then... So after I found that Zigzagoon, I think I was doing raids in Pokemon Go or something. And there was like a Galarian Zigzagoon raid. And then it was just so happened to be shiny. I was like, gee, thanks. Oh, gosh. Oh, it was awful. Yazora, yeah. Do. You're all macros. No, you're just a macro. This is Zora. I think the Twitch ad starts in about 10 seconds. What does that smell? It smells like pizza. I have very congested nose. I just realized my sniffing sound. I just want a shiny. It's just a random toad school there. Oh god. Just hide up a tree. No, that did not work. No. Okay. I just... At night, it's harder because there's Mastiff and Bustiff that want to hunt you down. They will hunt you down to the ends of the earth. And that's also hard too because there's a lot of dark type Pokemon that are just out and about and it's just like... Okay, I could potentially miss a shiny because I'm too focused on checking if this Pokemon is a Zoroark or not. So I don't know. That's just a Murkrow, that's just a Murkrow, that's a Zoroark. How much time left on this sandwich? 12 minutes. Okay. I think it's gonna take me a few sandwiches and I think I only have... You a Zoroark? Yes, you are. Oh. Bit rate. Hold on. What is happening? Let me just check on the YouTube side. We still good. Still looks stable. Twitch chat, I just lost connection. I don't know why. I don't know why that has happened. Also, my bitrate is just dead. Fuck. Hold on. I'll just wait till... Oh, fuck. Well, shit. Hold on, give me 1 second. Sit. And I think it's slowly trying to come back. Hold on. Oh, this is terrible. This is awful. Look. All right, I think we're better now. I think we're good. Sorry about that, guys. I think we're good. I think we're good now. Let me just check on YouTube. Let's see if that's still... It might take a little bit for YouTube to kind of get back. Yeah, it might just take a little bit of time. I do apologize for that. Okay. I'll just keep an eye on that for now. We'll just continue. Okay, hopefully YouTube will stabilize. It seems like Twitch is stabilizing. Seems like the whole thing. Error. It's not receiving enough buffering. You'll get there, YouTube. Chill out. It will come back. It will come back to life. Because I'm just constantly like trying to look at the stream health thing on YouTube studio thingy. Because I have like a section with YouTube streaming. You have a section. There's like stream settings, analytics. I don't want analytics. And then there's stream health. And it usually tells you either like your stream is healthy or it's not receiving enough bitrate or audio bitrate or whatever. And then at the moment it's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. And I'm so sorry, I can't fix that right now. It just has to sort itself out. But I will keep... Okay, it's good now. It just came good. Okay, we're good. We're good. It's all good. Okay, I apologize. I apologize for that. Okay, how much of this is left? 10 minutes. Okay. Nope, that's a macro. Are these just macro? Yeah, they're all just macro. Are you a macro? Oh my god. Is there anything that's a Zoroark? Are you was okay, there we go. Okay, you. You a Zoroark? Yeah. I have a feeling we are not going to find a shiny in this stream. It might be the first stream where I just don't find a shiny. That's okay. Not every stream has to be successful. Well, not every shiny hunt has to be successful. Like, not every stream has to be successful. I suppose that is also true. The weirdest thing, it was so weird. Because I did that Cobblemon stream. Well, was it on Wednesday? Wednesday, I do believe. And then I was like checking back on the analytics of that and it's like, you had an average viewer count of 24. And I was like, what? Are you sure about that? That is not right. Because normally it's like around, 1 to 2 or something. It's not that high. Because obviously I'm not that big on Twitch. And it was like, no, it is 24. And I was like, that doesn't sound... So I had to... Where did my audio go? Hello? My Bluetooth disconnect. What? Why did it What? What is happening? What was that about? What the fuck? My headphones did a thing. Anyway, so I was looking back on the analytics. At one point in... 2 points, actually, in the stream. In that one Minecraft Cobblemon stream. 400 people collectively decided, 300 to 400 people collectively decided, we're going to check out this stream. And they stuck around for like, what, maybe 10 minutes and went, no. And then left. This happened on 2 separate occasions during that whole 3-hour stream. 2 separate occasions. 300 to 400 people checked out my stream, all collectively went no, and then left. Like, I wasn't raided. I didn't know if that's like a botting situation. I had no idea what the fuck what happened. Like, I don't know what went down. It was weird. I was like, that is the strangest thing. I think I actually lost followers that day. I have no idea. I don't know what happened. It was such a weird day. I was like, what? That makes no sense. All I could think of was like, is it just botting? I have no fucking idea. It was so weird. Anyway. Most likely a bot thing. That was the only thing I could think of. I was like, there's no way. That doesn't make sense. Because I thought that happens with raiding, but maybe it doesn't have to be a raid. And I'm like, there's no way. Like, I know Minecraft is a popular category, but there was no way that could have just happened naturally with someone with like a CCV of normally 1 to 2 people with like 185 followers on Twitch. It's like, I would expect that with YouTube, maybe if just like suddenly just 300 people appeared on the stream with like YouTube, maybe that could be potentially a thing. It still would be unlikely, but that could potentially happen. Like, that wouldn't have been too weird, but it was just so weird because it was Twitch. I was like, that is so weird. And that was literally the only thing I could think of. I was like, it's just got to be a bot thing. Because I know bots are like a very, like, you know, they're running rampant on freaking Twitch at the moment. I've heard they're running rampant on Twitch at the moment. But yeah, that's literally the only thing I could think of. So it's just like fucked up my data completely. And I was like, God damn it. So stupid. But I guess like most people would see that and be like, oh, like an average, you know, smaller, I'm small on Twitch, but like an average small streamer on Twitch would probably see that and be like, oh wow, that's so cool. I had like all these people look at me or something, and it's just, and for me it's just like, you motherfuckers fucked up my data. Now my analytics are all out of whack and I hate it. I hate it. I don't like it. Don't do it. I don't know. That's the thing too with like, I don't like my data being all messed up. Like I like it to be consistent. I don't, and I tell people, I'm just like, don't subscribe to my YouTube channel unless you really like my content, because then, you know, you're just a dead subscriber at that point, and it's just like, what's the point? Why bother subscribing to someone if you're not actually going to actively watch them? And that's why I try and like look through my subscription feed and I go, okay, do I actually still watch this person? I don't think so. I'm going to unsubscribe, because otherwise I'm just a dead subscriber to that person and it just looks odd, and it's just like, I don't like it. And that's why I don't, you know, it's just like, I don't know, it's for people, it's a numbers game, but you guys just really, you're not numbers to me, you're all people too. Like, you're all people. So it's just weird for me to be like, oh, it's just, you know, the numbers, man. I don't know. Anyway, I've had so many instances of bots spamming stuff whenever I stream to Twitch. It's always sad to see. I fucking know. It's ridiculous. It's just like, oh, I will, something, add me on Discord. And I'm like, fuck off. I think I legitimately actually had to like ban a person. Like, I think it was just legitimately a person on Twitch because they were bothering. Like, they came into the stream. They came in to watch this. This is the same Minecraft stream, by the way. Came in to watch the stream. Within like a few seconds, we're like, you didn't interact with me. You didn't say hi to me. I came in the stream. I said hi. Pay attention to me. Talk to me. Add me on Discord. And I was like, no, fuck off. Because they came in and I said, oh, hello. And I couldn't even pronounce the name because I'm fucking shit with usernames. I can't do it. I can't do it. So I just abbreviated the name. I freaking acknowledged them. And then they were like, you didn't acknowledge me. I'm like, well, now I'm going to acknowledge you in the worst way possible. So it's like, is this what you wanted? Yeah, I literally just unsubbed to like, gonna go sub and mess with your data now. Oh, don't you dare. Oh, that's the thing too. Like, I don't like it when people, the worst thing I feel like I've done when I started this whole like Twitch, because I streamed on YouTube first. I made videos on YouTube first, then I started streaming, and then I started streaming on Twitch. And then I now multi-stream on both platforms. The worst thing I've ever done with Twitch was accept the affiliate program because I fucking hate it. I hate the ads. I hate people subscribing to me. I don't want your money. Don't give me your money. I don't deserve it. I'm just a freaking dickhead freaking hiding behind an anime freaking avatar playing Pokemon. That's all or just video games in general, I guess. That's all I freaking do. It's like, why give me money? I don't deserve it. Unless I like made merch one day and it's like a tangible thing that you could enjoy and that you feel like, oh, this is really cool. I could use this, like, you know, a hoodie or a t-shirt or something. That's when I'd be like, okay, you know, I'll buy that if you want to support me. But other than that, fucking don't. Unless it's like a freaking Prime sub on Twitch, then sure, go ahead. I don't care. But like, other than that, it's like, don't do it. I hate it. I hate the ads. They annoy the shit out of me. There's too many ads. There's too many of them. Get out of here. Anyway. I literally just unsubbed to like 98% of the channels I was subbed to on YouTube. Yeah, I do that. Yeah. Because it's like, I don't watch you anymore, or they haven't made content in like years. Or they like, cause they'll just be off like, I'm just gonna go off and do my job now, bye. And they'll just leave. And it's like, you go, you get that bag, you go do a job, do what you want to do. But, yeah. But yeah, or it's, people looking to commission art, yes, on Twitch, and people will come in to my stream and they'll be like, here's how I would improve your model. And I'm just like, at the moment now, I'm kind of getting to the point where it's just like, I literally do not give a shit anymore what I say to people now. Because I try and be, you know, cordial and professional and pleasant to my viewers. Like, you know, I will kindly decline, or I will kindly, you know, blah, blah, blah. And now, like, I've only been doing this for what, actively, like, I've been doing this for nearly, just roughly a little over 2 years, but only actively have been streaming for, like, what? Little over a year and a half, maybe. And I'm at that point now where it's just like, I do not give a fuck. If you piss me off, I will tell you. And then you're in the sin bin. You go to the sin bin. I don't care anymore. I'm freaking punching my fan. I don't know why I'm punching my fan. I don't even know why I have my fan here. It's freaking winter. I'm freezing my tootsies off. Anywho. I don't know. Did my sandwich... Alright, let's just clean up the rest of the Zoroark and see. Maybe one of them's shiny, you don't know. You don't know. Maybe one of these is shiny. Get over there. Any more? There's a random Breloom. Okay. Okay. Another one. Another sandwich. What was that thing? Is this the new... Oh, where was this? Game share. I don't want to touch it. I'm too scared. I thought that was like the virtual cartridge thing. What is game share? Is that like... I don't know. They've added things to the Switch, like the original Switch, and I'm just like... At this point, I'm too scared to ask what's changed. I don't want to know anymore. Whenever I see a viewer in my chat, I get so happy, but then it's always, oh, follow me for a follow. I fucking hate that too. I had that earlier in the week at some point, I swear, and I'm just like, number one, that's against the TOS. Number two, I don't know you. Or hey, look at my portfolio. I want to make art for you, and I just look at my screen and sigh. I don't have a Switch, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck is going on anymore. I don't know. They've done so like they did the virtual game cartridge thing, so when you like download a game or something, it's I don't know, it's weird. This is all this weird stuff now. I don't even know anymore, and I'm at this point they've added so many. Well, they're added so many little things to the original Switch for the upcoming Switch 2. I'm just too scared to ask what the hell is happening anymore. I don't even know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Just give me Legend Z8 and not Harvest Moon, Story of Seasons, and then I'll be happy. It's not Harvest Moon anymore. I still keep saying Harvest Moon. I like the Harvest Moon brand. I don't mind the Story of Seasons brand, but I just like the Harvest Moon a little bit more. Because they're still making, so it's weird. Are they still, from my understanding, I think they still have Harvest Moon, like that's still, Harvest Moon is still a thing, but the original Harvest Moon developers or the original Harvest Moon team have rebranded as Story of Seasons, and like the Harvest Moon was bought by someone. I don't know. I don't even know. It was weird. It was weird. And I just was like, I don't care anymore. It's like, well, who were the original developers? Where are they? And it's like, well, they're Story of Seasons. I'm like, well, I'm just going to play Story of Seasons then. It's going to be weird calling it something different, but whatever. I don't care. I just want my farming. I want to farm. Oh, that is not the button. I forgot how to do this. Why am I... I've done this. This is the third time now I've made a sandwich today, and I still forget how to flip and play this game. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Next. Okay, it was the plus button, not the X button. Oh, there's still more fillet. I thought there were more fillets somewhere. I always get worried that they're just gonna like fall off the sandwich. And it's just like, oh, there you go. You lost your ingredient, and now the whole recipe is missed. I hate the sandwich making in this game. I don't like it. I remember when they first announced the sandwich stuff, like the mini game, I said to myself, I will never use it. I will never use it, not even once. And then they're like, you need to use it for shiny hunting. I was like, God damn it. I guess I'm using it. Last time I played an actual Pokemon game was Black and White. This sandwich stuff looks so goofy. I don't like the sandwich. I don't like it. I don't like it. I hate it. Because sometimes it just makes no sense. Like the freaking food will be bouncing around all over the joint, and you can't, it's very, like, I have no, it feels like there's just no depth of feel to it. Like, you just have no depth perception when making the silly thing. You just kind of like, I think this is where the lettuce is meant to go. And then you drop the lettuce, and it's like, nowhere near the sandwich. And it's like, oh, okay, never mind. Don't even worry about it. For a second then, I thought that was shiny. So in case people don't know, I'll explain it again. In case people are not familiar with what the hell I'm doing. So, like, specifically, there's certain Pokemon in this game, like Zorua, Ditto, and Minior. You can't tell it. Where are you? Why is my Breloom all the way over there? You can't tell if they're shiny, because they disguise themselves as a different Pokemon, and shiny Pokemon, they don't have like an audio or visual cue in this game. Like in Legends Arceus, which is the previous game, you'd hear like a jingle, and there'd be like sparkles on the screen, like the Pokemon would like sparkle on the screen. This game has none of that. So what we found out with this game when the game first came out is that when you send your Pokemon out to auto battle, they will not knock out a shiny Pokemon. If you try to send them to knock out a shiny Pokemon, they'll just be like, no, I don't want to do that. So what we do with this method is we just if we lock onto a Pokemon and it says Zorua, okay, now we know it's a Zorua. Okay, send my Pokemon out. And if it knocks it out, that Pokemon was not shiny. If it refuses to knock it out, then you know, oh, hey, that Zorua, that Zorua, or the Zorua pretending to be whatever the other Pokemon, that's actually a shiny. And then you encounter it, and then it's like, it reveals it's a Zorua, and then it sparkles and shinies and all that. And then you're like, oh, I found the shiny. Does that make sense? I don't know. I don't know why I'm trying to mock out the Murkrows. I don't need the Murkrows, I need the Zoruas. In theory, it's sort of a fun idea. In practice, when a shiny hunter has to do it hundreds of times, it sucks, yes. Yes, it does. And I kind of just, you know... I used to... like, before I started streaming, like, as I started my channel on YouTube, I was, you know... I had heard, or I was told, it was like, oh, shorts, you gotta make shorts. They're the best way to... grow your channel. And naively I was like, oh, okay, I'll do that, I guess. So I would record myself shiny hunting and just make that into a short. So I'd just be like, oh, I'm gonna go shiny hunter flippin' Hawlucha or something. So I go and shiny hunter Hawlucha, like, oh, I found a Hawlucha. And like, you know, I was learning how to edit then as well, so it kind of, you know, it gave me skills. Like, it certainly gave me, like, skills to, you know, edit videos a little bit better. But, that's what I do, like, every single day for, like, I think it was half a year. I don't even think I made it a full year until I stopped, like, uploading a short every day. I would just record myself shiny hunting, and then I think I would just, like, in my sleep, I would just hear the song in my head, the freaking shiny, the sandwich making song, like the do 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 do. Oh fuck! I'm almost like, oh my god, this song is in my head. Get it out, get it out of my head. Oh goodness, I hated it. So I try and not do shorts as much anymore, but if I find myself, like, I don't have the time to edit videos, or I don't have the time to stream, then I just, like, okay, quickly just do a short, and then I at least have something to put out. And shorts really just helps me, it gives me a bit of practice with my video editing skills. So that's just pretty much all I see shorts as, just a way for me to practice stuff. And it's like, may as well just upload it while I'm doing it. It's like, why not? Yeah, anyway. Post-traumatic sandwich disorder. That's an actual nightmare. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what we did when shorts were becoming a little bit more popular. That's sort of what that's sort of what we were doing back in the day. Back in the day, I mean, people still upload shorts, but a lot of the shorts you see is just slop or re-uploads or TV shows or something. It's whatever. It's whatever. Surely in this sandwich I'll find a shiny, right? Like, surely. Shorts are a good way to grow a channel, but you gotta get on the algorithm. It's not necessarily you have to get on the algorithm. There's, like, it's really just like, you gotta get people's attention as quick as you can in a shorts, because otherwise they're just gonna scroll by. Like, there's still techniques that you have to use in, like, similar to what you would do with uploading, like, a long form video. If you're just doing shorts, I don't see shorts as, like, a sustainable thing. You really need to find the balance. You really, like, YouTube, it still prefers long form content over short form content. I know they're really trying to push, like, you know, the whole shorts thing, like, they're really trying to compete with, like, TikTok and all that. But it is still a platform that is mainly built for long form videos. Like live streams, forget about freaking live streams, know what I mean? Like YouTube doesn't care. But the VOD, once you finish your live stream, that then becomes a video. So the YouTube treats it as a video. So then it'll just be like, okay, it'll just go out into the recommendations like, oh, you might want to watch this one because it's related to stuff that you watch or whatever. So it's like, there's certainly like, it's just a, you gotta strategize same as any other thing. It's not like a whole, like, oh, the YouTube, the algorithmic gods must descend upon their luck upon onto me, whatever the fuck, to get your shorts. That's not how it works. It is a, number one, you gotta do the whole SEO stuff, and that's kind of boring, but it takes a few minutes just for like a small percentage of gain, but that small percentage of gain can snowball into something. Anyway, and then it's like the content that you put into it. It's just the same as like, a long form video. If you don't really have that like good hook within the first 30 seconds of a long form video, people are just gonna click away. With a short form, you have a shorter time frame to really get people to stick around on that short. So it's just like, yeah, it's just the, anyway. There's an ad playing on Twitch too, so probably half of you didn't even freaking hear that, what I just said. God damn it. God damn ads. I'm gonna take a sippy sip. Surely there's gotta be one. How much time left in the, 20 minutes, okay, not that long. We only went for like 10 minutes. Only to 10 minutes. Okay, the ad should be done now. We still have not found a shiny. I don't think we've had any shinies the whole time. Like, not even like a Mabosstiff or Mastiff or Murkrow or Bombardier. Like a Bombardier? I call it Bombardier, but I think it's Bombardier. Bombardier? Like Bombardier, but Bombardier. No, it sounds weird. I don't know. It sounds weird. Sounds weird to say. What was I gonna talk about? I feel like there was something I wanted to talk about and I forgot what it was. Oh yeah. I recently saw people like freaking the fuck out over this like newly created Twitter account, and I'm just like, what's going on? And everyone's just like, oh my god, this new like fish themed VTuber, and I was like, oh, and I kind of checked it out, and I think like most people know like who this person actually is, but they like posted one video on their YouTube channel, like I think it's like technically a music video, just saying their name, Saba. And it's kind of cool. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So, be interesting to see when they, fully reveal their YouTube, I guess, like, not fully reveal their YouTube channel, but fully, like, start, like, posting content and stuff. Be interesting to see. Yeah. But, like, generally speaking, like, I know most people are gonna be like, oh, that's so-and-so, but, yeah. But that's the thing, like, I don't know, with, VTuber graduations from, like, major, well, not major, but, like, just most VTuber companies, people just go, we'll never see that person again. And it's like, well, you're never going to see that character again. So you're never going to see the person behind the VTuber again. It's like that, you know, they'll come back, and it's oftentimes they do. I think it's becoming a thing. Certainly back then, I remember, at least, it wasn't, it was like quite taboo to, you know, say like, oh, that person was so and so back in the day. It was like, you couldn't say that. You couldn't be like, oh, you know, that like that VTuber now, that was like this VTuber from HoloLive, you know, before they graduate or something. It's like that was like, you know, you couldn't say that. You couldn't talk about past lives. You couldn't like you didn't talk about anything like that. But now it's I think it's a little bit more like unspoken, where it's just like, okay, you know, we don't say it, but we kind of generally go, oh, hey, you know, like, you kind of get it. You kind of get it now. It's like, it's a little more like a bit freer in a freer. I don't know, like a bit more like relaxed in a way. So anyway, but hopefully, yeah, seems less taboo, but yeah, certainly, hopefully, when Saba, you know, starts posting content, it's just people chill the fuck out. I don't want people to like start freaking the fuck out over Saba when she starts like posting stuff, just to, you know, because that was the thing. It was like the reason for the graduation was just like, oh, like just the stress of like millions of people, just like so many people just watching you, and it's just like, I don't want that. I don't know. But for me, I think with the streaming stuff, like streaming compared to just like recording, like just recording videos and such, I do prefer recording more than I prefer streaming. Like, I don't mind streaming. I guess like I do like it, don't get me wrong, and I feel like I was trying to hold off on calling myself a streamer, but I guess technically like that's all I've been doing so far. All I've been doing is streaming, but I certainly enjoy recording more, because I gotta be honest, some people just really annoy the fuck out of me. Some people in chat, they'll just really annoy the fuck out of me, and it just gets, I don't know, it gets a little bit exhausting sometimes, like just the chatting aspect, I suppose. And it's like, if this was ever a thing, like if ever were a time where it came to be, what is the sentence? If there ever was a time where it'd be like, oh, hey, I might like lean more into doing this than what I do in my day jobs and all that. If I lean a little bit more into this, like I'd rather would be doing the recording and editing videos and stuff like that, and like maybe do a stream maybe once a week or once every couple of weeks or something, and not like lean too heavily into doing that. I'd rather be doing that. But streaming, it's just a little bit easier right now because it's really all I can fit time into. Like I don't have to take the time to allocate myself to record. I don't have to take my time to allocate to edit a video and then like try and upload it and all that. And with the streaming, it's like get it done and then it's just there on the channel. Does that make sense? I hope so. I don't know. I don't know. But like when I started doing YouTube, like I really loved just like the recording and the streaming, because with the recording, if I'm just recording versus streaming, recording I have less of a distraction of the chat. like the viewers in a live stream chat. You know, trying to make sure I'm interacting with those, with like you guys, with the viewers, because that's sort of what you come for, a stream. You come there to interact with the streamer, and the streamer interacts with the chat, with the viewers, and then, you know, banter ensues. Banter. We have a little bit of banter. But with like recording, it's like I don't have the distraction. I can focus on what I need to focus on. So if it's like gameplay, I can focus on the gameplay. If it's like, say if like I'm doing like a silly little Pokemon challenge like I used to do back when, like I can focus on that. But yeah, with like live streaming, it's a bit hard. So like what I just did, like the on Monday I did the stream where I was playing like the indie games. And I found myself like not actually interacting with the chat because I was too engrossed into like what was happening in the game. I was more like, no, I need to focus on what's happening in the game. I can't focus on the chat. Like I can't split my attention because I need to admire this game. Like the devs put so much work and effort into it. I gotta focus on it. And then I found myself like not actually interacting with chat too much, and I kind of felt like, oh, I kind of feel a little bit bad. But then when I did the Minecraft stream, I don't know if it was because it was Minecraft, and because a lot of kids watch Minecraft, but a lot of it, like, I felt like a few chatters annoyed the fuck out of me, and I'm just kind of like, you guys exhaust me. I can't be streaming. These chatters exhaust me. I feel my battery draining, my all my energy just I don't know. But anyway, yeah, where was I going with this? I don't know where I was going with this conversation, but I much prefer, if I had to choose, like if like, you know, you can do content creation full time, but you can only choose recording or streaming, what do you choose? I'll choose recording every time, probably. I think I'll just choose like recording videos every time, because I feel like I can like express myself more in a way. Like I feel like I can get into like a mood or something for the game or for the video or something. Like I don't mind like making up like silly little voices for some things and like kind of like getting into like some role play type of thing. Like I kind of found myself doing that with the what was that, the Boba Tea Shop, that horror game, that indie horror game that I was playing on Monday during that stream. I kind of felt like I was getting into like I am the Boba Tea Shop owner and like interacting with the customers. I felt I was so aggressive with them, but I had fun doing it. But then I forgot I'm also streaming. I have to interact with the chat as well. I can't switch my I can't switch my attention between the two. But like when I started YouTube and when I started recording videos, the only reason why I got into streaming was because people saw me and they were like, oh, it's a VTuber, when are you streaming? And it's like, I didn't think that being a VTuber and being a streamer were like mutually exclusive. I thought like, oh, you could just do whatever you want. It's not necessarily like VTuber is not necessarily like a medium for content creation. It's just like I'm just another content creator. I'll do it the way I want. But I felt pressured into like having to freaking stream. So I was like, okay, I guess I have to stream because I guess if I'm a VTuber, I have to do that. That's what people expect of you. So I started doing that, and it's like, wait, hang on a minute. Like, why am I doing what, like, shouldn't it, it's just a hobby. Shouldn't I be doing what I want to do? And then I couldn't find the balance. Like, I was like, I just had no time. So I think at one point there was like a massive gap in 2024 where I just wasn't doing anything. Like I didn't even upload a freaking short. I didn't even have time to upload shorts because I was so busy with my with just life in general. I was so busy with life and work, and then I was like, I didn't even have the energy to stream, because I just like, I don't want to just stream, but it's like, maybe that's all I have time for. But then everyone's gonna think like, oh, I'm just a streamer. It's like, I don't want to just be a streamer. I'm just me. I'm just Kaede. I don't want to be put into a box. It was kind of stupid, and I'm like, why do I give a shit? Why do I give a shit what people think? Like, why do I give a shit how I do YouTube or how I do Twitch? Like, why do I care? Like, what? So I just didn't care, and I'm just like, I'll do what I want. I'll do what I want. If I want to stream, I'll stream. If I want to do videos, I'll do videos. But it's just like, you know, what works for me at that point in time, I will do that because I'm having fun doing it. Does that make sense? I don't know. Getting into the game can be interesting too, to see a candid reaction. But yeah, interacting is important, I assume, at least. Yeah. Yeah, like interacting with the chat when you're a streamer, that's really important. Like, you gotta have that interaction with the chat because that's what the chat's there for. That's why I kind of prefer the freaking recording section of it. The aspect of content creation. I just like the recording because I like to do my own random things. I explained it though. I think you guys get it. Anyway. Best way to do what you want. Yes. Yes. I like that. I like to just do what I want. This is garlic bread. Go and murder some dogs for me. That was a bit more chewy than I thought. Oh my god. Where are you going? Why are you going over there? How long does this take? How long does it normally take for people to find, these particular shinies? I know with my mini or hunt, it took me several tries to actually get one, but I found one eventually, and then I hadn't found one since. I think I tried a couple more tries after that, and then I was like, okay, this is not working. I think because it takes like a while to set the Pokemon to auto battle. Like, I could use, could I just like I could use the car, what's it called, Varoom, but it's just a hassle. Because then I need the false swiper to do the false swiping things. Bop. There's gotta be a shiny somewhere. Come on. How many sandwiches has this been? I have no idea. I have about an hour and 5 minutes left. God damn it. What else do I want to talk about? What else is there to talk about? I don't know. What that? Just a bird. It's a bird. Do 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 do. I feel like at the moment everyone has finished Expedition 33 and I still have not finished Act 1 yet. I tried doing it on stream, like I played a bit on stream. I think I did 2 streams of that game, but then I kind of decided I just want to play the rest on my own, as I just kind of want to experience it on my own. It's a really good game. I talked a little bit about it Wednesday during the last stream. I think I talked a little bit about it, but I was genuinely impressed with it. I was super impressed. I'm not like a huge turn-based RPG fan. Like, I know I play Pokemon, but I don't like it's sort of like just like took something as simple as just turn-based combat and just like added like, oh, here's a parrying system, here's the dodge, here's the jump, have fun with that. And you're just kind of like, well, this changes the game. And it's like, we just added a couple things to it. And it's like, it just changed everything. Like, it was really cool. And it's really interesting to see just people like so passionate about a project and hiring like really talented people to help them with things. Like the composer, what was his, Trestard or Trestard? Is it... What's his name? Not Leon Trestard. I forget the guy's name. I forget that, but like the composer who did all the music for Expedition 33, like freaking phenomenal. And I think it was just like someone they found on Reddit, and they said, "Hey, do you want to help us make the music for this game? Like just a song or two or whatever." And then he just ended up doing like the whole thing. He's just like, "Sure, I'll do it," and just ends up doing the whole thing. He's super talented, but. That's not shiny, is it? No. But yeah, it just goes to show, there's so many talented people out there. You just gotta look for them. Like, they're not gonna come to you. You gotta go looking. You gotta go look for these people. There's hidden gems out there everywhere. You don't have to get just like the most popular people like to do things. Like I think about that with like VTubing as well. I made my own model. I designed, illustrated and rigged it. But like if people are just looking, like they're like I got people are just like, I've done VTubing for a little while now, I'm looking to get more into it, I've got a bunch of money to spend, I want to go get the top, the best of the best. And it's just like, there's just so many other, like, there's so many other artists out there, though, that, like, you'd find, like, really good artists on, like, VGen or just wherever, just anywhere randomly on these, like, Twitter, friggin' Instagram, something. It's like, doesn't have to be, like, the most popular within the sphere. It doesn't have to be the most popular, like, artists within like the VTubing sphere. Like they just could find like a hidden gem and be like, oh, this person was actually really good. Like there's just so many talented people out there. You just gotta look. He's got Lorien Testard. That's his name, Lorien. I was like, what was the guy's name? I just kept saying Leon. I was like, what's his name? He started with an L. They found him on SoundCloud. Yeah, that's what it was. But yeah, they sort of, it's just like, I think they found another person too to help them with something else in the game. I don't know, but it was just like, is that shiny? No, that's not shiny. Yeah, but it's not even just about them like being a small team compared to like AAA companies or whatever. It's not about like comparing the sizes of like these developers. It's just more so like they were passionate about a project. They did what they felt was right for the game, and they did it in their own way. And they found really cool and talented artists to help them with it, and we have Expedition 33. It's just really nice to see stuff like that getting recognized. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of other more knowledgeable people in like the gaming industry than me who've talked about this. Who have like better thoughts than me about it. But yeah, no, it's just so cool. It's so cool. Just like the things that people come up with. But yeah. Okay, I will be back. I won't be gone for long. Just give me a moment. Did I start the... Did I... I should be right. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, I am back now. Alright, so. How do I forget every time how to make a picnic. So we got about... We'll make 2 more sandwiches. If we don't get a shiny, we don't get a shiny. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. What was I looking for? This stuff. Okay. Also, have I been making the correct sandwich the whole time? I have no idea if the sandwich stats are correct. Like the sandwich buffs. I have no idea. I was not paying attention. I was not looking at it. Do. Sparkling turtle encounter. Okay, it is correct. I was not entirely sure. I was a little concerned. Alright. And now it's raining, so it's going to be extra laggy. Yay! Sometimes he doesn't go straight for the Pokemon, and I kind of get concerned. Because I'm like, oh, is it a shiny? And then I'm like, wait, is it a glitch? And I'm like, I don't know what's happening. think an ad on Twitch is starting soon. Well, sometimes they'll be like, oh, ad is starting soon. I'm like, okay. And then it takes like another minute for it to actually start. And then I'm like, did you lie to me? I don't know. But then for those who are joining on YouTube and very confused as what the hell I'm even talking about. So on Twitch, when ads play, I try and pause everything that I'm talking about. And if like there's gameplay, I try and pause that too. But with like shiny hunting, I'll just like, if I find a shiny, then I just pause and wait for the Twitch chat to catch up. But it's just the way that people don't have to pay for ads. But I have not been paying too much attention to that lately. I just kind of forget about it. But yeah, I don't know. I try my best. Also, are the ads starting or they just finished? There they go. The ads have just started. Okay. On VTuber Studio, there is a thing where you can put up an overlay that starts playing whenever an ad does pop up on Twitch. So probably should look into that. Oh, I got a buzz. Buzz. Oh, no, I'll check in a second, fine. Go murder this toad school. Ten more seconds till the ads are done. Just trying to think of something else to talk about. There's just not much that's been happening lately. Oh, wait, no, I know what to talk about now, actually. I know what to talk about. So at the moment, at the school I'm working at, there's no security lights on. They came in. I don't know who the fuck it was. The Sparkies came in to fix something. I don't know what it was they were supposed to fix. And then all of the security lights are just off. Like, I don't know if they switched it back on or if they did something. I don't know, but literally there's only like a few places in the school where there are security lights. The rest of it's just dark. So we've just kind of been walking in the dark because we have to start at like 5 in the morning and then we finish at like, it's split shift. So 5 in the morning, go to like around 8, 9 o'clock. And then come back at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. And then we leave at 6. That's our whole day. So I walked in, when was it? I don't remember. Sometime this week I walked in. I was just kind of like walking up the footpath with my... Oh, you know, I just kind of decided, nah, I'm not going to get my flashlight out. Screw it. I'll just walk in the dark. And I heard this scuffling in the garden. It's like the dirt shifting and all that. I was like, the fuck is that? And I look over and it's this big fat fucking possum just like in the garden. And I'm just kind of looking at it like, oh, it's a possum. And it didn't see me for the first few seconds and then kind of turned around and it was just like, oh, person. Starts running up the tree. He gets halfway up the tree before he stops on the trunk and he turns to stare at me. He just kind of goes like, huh. And he's just like, just staring at me. Just fucking stare. I'm like, so I just stared back at him. And we're into this friggin' staring contest. None of us are moving because I don't want to go near the bastard. He looks like he'll take me out. He's a big bugger. He looks like he'll friggin' take me out in one punch or something. I don't want to bloody get into a fight with him. So I'm just like, no, you run up the tree. You go up there. Well, it's not a tree. It's kind of like a bush thing, but you know, run up there and get up on the roof or something. I don't want to deal with you. And he's kind of staring at me. He wasn't sure if he wanted to go. So we just kind of stared at each other for a few moments before he decided, oh, okay, I'll run up the tree now. Then finally runs up the tree. Just the biggest motherfucking possum I've ever seen. He was so massive. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, apparently there's just a lot of possums around there. A lot of hares. A lot of hares running around, actually. I've not seen this many hares in quite a while. There's just hares everywhere. Actually, I was driving... I thought that would have been shiny. I was driving home one night, and like this is after my shift, and it takes about 20 minutes for me to drive home. I get to this one part where there's like a roundabout, and go around the roundabout, and there's like head up the street, and then up the street, it was just like just you just see this like a lump on the road, and it's just like, oh, it's just a you know, roadkill or something, it's just a hare or something. And as I was driving by the hare, so whoever hit the thing didn't like kill it, so it's kind of just got its little legs out, just like trying to run, but it's stuck on its side. It can't get up. I guess it's just, you know, fucked. But I was just like, oh, the poor thing. Someone put him out of its misery. It looked awful. I was like, no. Oh. And then the turn off. There's like a turn off. Because there's this massive back road through like all the paddocks and shit. And then I get to where I need to get onto the road where I need to get to turn off past this like servo. Like just before that turn off, there was like another roadkill, and it was a fox this time. And it's been there, how many nights now? I don't know. And every time I come back, it's just more and more. The corpse of this fox, is just more and more mangled as the trucks and the utes and the other cars just keep fucking running this poor thing over. And I was like, it's had enough. Jeez. Like someone get the poor thing off the fucking road. Like it's just... It doesn't, yeah. But, oh, and there was like a wallaby at one point too on the road. But like people just like, they don't slow down. When they say it's like 100k road, they'll go like 150. They will fucking fly. They just, like, people are just fucking nuts here. They just fucking fly around like bloody, like as if they freaking think they're in Fast and Furious, and they're like Dominic Toretto. Like it's all about the family, and they're just like, maybe think about your family before you take that bloody corner at a freaking 80. Maybe think about your family, like when you freaking flipped your car over on its side, looking at the bloody in the scenery, looking at the road, like what the fuck. Oh, God. Yeah, gotta be careful around here. There's psychos and cars. They're dangerous. So many accidents happen out here, though. So many accidents. And they wonder why. Why there's so many accidents? Gee, I fucking wonder why. Maybe you guys keep freaking speeding on these roads. And like, but the road says 100. And it's like, but this road is freaking... as straight as my back. I swear to God, my back's not in good condition. I feel like it's awful. They are not straight. These are not straight roads. You have low visibility. There's lots of bends and turns and corners and shit. And you want to go 100 k's along it? Yeah, sure, go for it, freaking nutcases. Gosh. Anyway. Speaking of cars. I'm just trying to segue into like as many conversations as I can. Like, I often think of things that I could talk about on stream, and then I'm like, oh, that'd be good to talk about, and then I always forget about it. Anyway, talking about cars, so the plan for myself, because I currently have like a little Mazda 2, like a little, like I call it like Arvin the Mazda. He's my little speed demon. Not really, but the idea is to get like a ute. We first looked at a BT50, but now I don't even know anymore because there's just like, there's no, because I drive a manual. I don't drive an automatic. I drive a manual transmission. I don't drive an automatic transmission vehicle. So I've been trying to look for manual cars. I've been trying to look for just manual utes in general, but it's very hard to find a manual ute, let alone just finding a manual car. It's freaking nearly impossible nowadays. Like, you can find them, but it's so hard. It's so hard. But like, I just want a manual. I'm just like, please just let me buy a manual. It's like, we have no manual cars. It's like, why do you not have any manual cars? Because no one drives them anymore. Why? Because they're too dumb to learn. It's not that hard. Just put that clutch in, change the gear, and freaking go. like put the clutch in, change the gear, slowly release the clutch as you put your foot on the accelerator, and then you go. Like, well, it's not that hard. Although I remember when the first time I learned to drive a manual, I was a bit terrified. But when you get the hang of it, it's like, piece of piss. But I remember, this was so embarrassing. I remember the first time I had to drive an automatic. I didn't know. I didn't know the whole nuances to it. Like, I didn't know, like, what you do exactly. I'm like, how do you just put it? I know you had to put it in drive, but I'm like, how do you put it in drive? Like, where? So this was when I had my second job as I did my second stint as a park ranger. I had to go to my boss and be like, all right, so this is I don't know if you get this question a lot, but like, how do you drive an automatic? And he looked at me like, are you serious? And I was like, I am dead serious. I've only ever driven manuals. I don't know what the fuck exactly I need to do. And he goes, okay, so you just put it in. So there's the drive and there's the reverse, and and then he just kind of went, this is what you do. And I was like, okay, is there like a lever I need? Do I need, is there like a clutch system? Like, do I do? And he's just like, no, you just move the thing. You just move the gear thing. And I was like, what do you mean you just move the gear thing? And he's like, my brain couldn't fathom that I could just move the thing and then I just drive. My brain just couldn't comprehend. I was like, but where's the clutch? And he's like, there's no clutch. So as I first drove this thing, I whenever I felt like I needed to change gears, I would slam my foot down on the floor and then I'd be like, oh shit, sorry, I went to change gears. And he just was laughing at how ridiculous this was, because I was like, I don't know, I don't understand it. I don't understand automatics. I don't get it. But then after a while, I was kind of like, oh, okay, I get it. It was just like trying to you got to retrain your brain to be like, okay, there's no clutch. And then you get back into your manual car, there's a clutch. You gotta change gears. And it's like, oh God. So pretty much every time and it's a stupid fucking Mercedes G-Wagon. I hate Mercedes. I hated this G-Wagon. But every time I get into this fucking G-Wagon, every time I get into it, I would constantly be like putting my foot on the floor thinking there's a clutch. And I'd be like, go to change the gears, and I'm like, oh, there's no gears to change. But in automatics, there is that thing where it's you can like jiggle, I don't fucking know what you would call it. I don't know. But there is like a manual. You can technically change the auto to a manual. So like if you shift the stick that changes it into drive and reverse and shit and park, if you kind of like flick it towards you or something, you can change it to like only operate at like first, second, third. I think the G-Wagon only went up to 4th gear, and I'm like, that's not enough. I need 5th, I need 5 gears, I need 6 gears. Give me my 6 gears, goddammit. Although I think like a 6th gear is kind of a little bit excessive because my Mazda has a 6th gear. Anyway, hello Joel Scotty. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. We're talking about cars, apparently. And the fact that I did the fact that I had to ask my boss, how do I drive an automatic? Because I was only used to a manual transmission. My brain couldn't fathom that there was no clutch. And I was like, how do I do this? There's no gears, there's no clutch, what am I doing? But because there's just a lot of youths tend to target, because we have like a lot of youths do a lot of crime where we are, but a lot of the youths tend to target like the utes and that because they usually have the tools on it with the expensive stuff, and they just like fucking go and firebomb the shit out of them when they just dump them out into the bush or whatever, or some place. Anyway, nice, I'm doing well. Support my fellow Aussies. Fuck yeah. What was I up to with this conversation? Oh yeah, and then I'm like, that's why I want a manual car, because I'm like, well, they don't know how to drive an automatic. They don't know how to drive a manual. They only know how to drive an automatic. The only problem is with these younger people only knowing how to drive an automatic, you can't find manual cars to buy. And I'm just like, I just want a manual. Just give me one, please. Please. I will go to Japan myself and get a car. I don't even know if Japan is making manuals anymore. Well, clearly they're not. We don't even make cars in Australia anymore. So we have to rely on, like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Oh, gosh. Anyway. Oh, hello. Random. Boston. Yeah. Anyway, all I ask for is a manual car. That's all I want. When I get my ute, all I ask is for it to be manual. I guess, like, when I get older, when I get into my olden days, I successfully downloaded data for Suica. Okay, whatever. I suppose when I get into, you know, when I get old, when I get to be an old grandma, then I probably won't even be driving then. But then I'll be driving an automatic. Also hyped for Sunday. What's happening Sunday? What's happening Sunday? I feel like something's happening Sunday and I forgot. What's happening Sunday? There was I swear there was something and I just forgot what it was. What's happening Sunday? Tell me. Unless that's just like a you thing, there's something that's specifically happening for you on a Sunday, then I'm just like reading way too much into it. I don't know. Oh, God. Is that a Zora? No, it's just a macro. Oh, surely one of these has got to be a shiny. Right? No, I already checked you. Got a major Tekken tournament in Perth called the Iron Crown 27, which is my favorite major Tekken tournament. Oh, that's so cool, actually. I know there was like a tournament recently for like Street Fighter and Tekken and stuff. I don't remember. I think it was in Japan though. I only know this because like some streamers I watched like were watching that, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know anything about like Street Fighter or Tekken though. I kind of would like to learn like brawler type games. I think it'd be fun. But I've never been exposed to them when I was younger, I suppose. I just never been exposed to those types of games. Yeah, Evo Japan. Yeah, that was it. I had no idea what was going on, but I was like, I'm here for the party. I don't know what's happening, but it looks fun. Oh, shooting stars. Look at that. That's nice. But anyway, that sounds cool. I hope you have fun with that. Yep. Yeah, hope I do well, though. I'm sure you'll have fun regardless, though. But good luck. Good luck to ya. Yeah, I definitely would like to go to events, I suppose, like stuff like that. I definitely want to go try and like go to events like VGC, Pokemon VGC events and stuff. Not to like compete, but just to go and just to experience it. Just to experience what it's like. Come on. Have only got to make one more sandwich after this, and then I have to leave. That sounds weird. I have to leave. I have to leave, you guys. I'm leaving forever. No, I'm not leaving forever. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. If I ever do leave, I will let you guys know. I'll be like, I'm going, bye. Yeah, I'm Perth born myself. Oh, nice. I was born here in Queensland. I was born in Mount Isa, actually. I was born in Mount Isa. Well, that is Queensland. Anyway, born in Mount Isa, lived in Queensland all my life, really barely ever left the state. What a life I've lived. Like, I've been to Adelaide, I've been to Canberra. That's it. Just Adelaide and Canberra. My rest of my family has been other places. I have not. Either I've been too busy or it's just not been the right time. But I always miss out and I'm just like, oh. Like, they went to Melbourne last year and I had to stay with my pup. My baby boy. My puppy. He's not a puppy. Well, he's not a puppy anymore. He passed away recently. But he was a puppy to me. He was my big boy. My big little boy. But no, I had to stay and look after him because it's like we couldn't leave him behind. We couldn't leave him with like a sitter or something. We couldn't like put him in a kennel to like a lodge. He just doesn't handle with that. He never did handle with that. Gets hot AF here too. Yeah. Yeah, hot over there. But we are in our cooler months. We are definitely, our temperatures are definitely dropping because I'm in the more southern parts of Queensland. Definitely gets cooler. Can't believe I've not found a single shiny the whole day. To be fair, I've only been focused on looking at the Zorua or auto-battling the Zorua rather than like looking at any other Pokemon that have appeared. Like, there could have been shiny Bombardier, but I wouldn't have known. Probably shiny Murkrow too. Wouldn't have known because I'm too focused on like, is this a Zorua? Is that a Zorua? And then it's like, is the Zorua shiny? I don't know. Only one way to find out is to knock him out. It's gonna get a max of 19 here today. I think, what was the... I don't know what the max is gonna be here. I have no flipping idea. It's probably gonna be around 19-ish. 19 degrees Celsius. At the moment, it's flipping 18 degrees. I think generally, though, it gets like... down in the southern bits, it gets like around... in the winter months, around up to like 20 degrees during the day. if you're lucky. 17 to 19 degrees, roughly, on average, I think. And then it's like well, at the moment it's quite wet, so it's not necessarily a dry cold, but normally it is. Well, is it? I don't even know anymore. I don't even know. At this point in time, the weather's just been weird. It's 13 degrees right now. Damn. I think it was like 8 or 9 degrees when I got to work this morning, and I was just like, I don't want to leave my car. I have to get in my car. My car's so fucking cold because I don't get the privilege of being in a garage. So I have to like sit and wait when my car warms up a little bit. Because I can't just start the car and just drive. I have to fucking let the car like warm up a little bit, and then I gotta wait for the aircon to warm up. So I'm kind of just like driving like, oh god, I hope this aircon warms up. When it finally does, it's like, oh, sweet relief. And then I have to get outside, and then I'm like, I don't want to get outside. I think it was so cold. I think it was in like, when I was cleaning at the school, I think I was in the prep room at the time, like the prep classrooms. And between, like, I have to do that building, and I have to do like a year 3 building, and the year 3 building is like so much warmer. This one was so cold. The prep one was so cold. I had to like go into the office bit and turn the heater on and warm up. I'd have to like pause, like I gotta take a break for work. I'm fucking dying. So it's like, just go in and warm up, and they'll be like, okay, I'm ready to go again. And then every so often just had to go in and warm up. Oh god. Yeah, I hate winter. Though I have been waiting for winter this year because the summer was quite hot, but then again, it's like, you complain about the summer, then you complain about the winter, and then it's just like, you can't win. Can't win. Don't you run from me. Okay, got a couple more. Wait, how much time? Oh, 2 minutes. Okay, a couple more minutes. Couple more minutes, then we gotta do one more sandwich. We only have time for one more. I only have time for the one more. The one more sandwich. I think the one thing that really does annoy me about shiny hunting in this game is the fact that to do it the most efficiently, or to do it in the most efficient way, I have to use the sandwiches, which requires resources. What? Stop it. So then it's like, you know, gotta get the Urban Mystica and all that stuff, and like, I get the gameplay loop, but I don't know, just having it, like, I just kind of want to just get into shiny hunting. Like, I just want to, that's why I like Legends Arceus, because I can just kind of like go out into the world, do it, and then be like, okay, I'm done, and then just like leave. Like I get you want to like have a bit more of a gameplay loop going on in this game, which they do pretty well. You know, you want Urban Mystica, go do raids, and then you go do raids, and then you have Urban Mystica to do the shiny hunting, and then you do the shiny hunting. You may be doing mass outbreaks or something, and then you have the material. So if you have like the DLCs and that, you have the materials to go do the gachapon at the Blueberry Academy, and then you go, oh, I need more materials to do the gachapon at the. And then you go do outbreaks, and you go to shiny hunt, and you're like, I need more. But it's like, I like that, but I just don't like having to use materials for the sandwiches to be able to shiny hunt. That kind of, I don't like it. I don't vibe with that, if that makes sense. I don't flippin' know. That sounds so silly. Oh, goodness. that's just how I am. That's my opinion. Yeah. Surely we'll have to find a shiny soon. I think the sandwich is done though. Are you... One more. Nope. One more sandwich. And then we have to end the stream. That's okay. They can't all be successful. Not all of the shiny hunts have to be successful. There's also an ad playing on Twitch. So gives me plenty enough time to rest my breath, rest my voice. I know what I'm talking about. I'm so flippin' tired. Do. Gonna call it tonight. Good luck on this shiny hunt. Oh, well, thank you for joining. I hope you have a good night. I don't think we'll get a shiny, though. I have a feeling we won't be too successful. But that's okay. It's about the journey. The real shiny Zorua were the friends we made along the way. Probably. I don't flippin' know. What was I doing again? This one. No. Oh, God. Oh, where am I? And the ads should be done on Twitch. Welcome back, Twitch viewers. Unless it's like when it's just one of those pop-up ads. I don't know. It doesn't tell me what kind of ads play. They just play ads and I just have to accept it. I don't know. Oh, big yawn. I'm so sorry. I had to yawn. That's a little bit unprofessional of me. I'm so tired. Oh my goodness. I just realized all I do in this game now is shiny hunt. I don't do the raids anymore. I think the raids are nearly ending now. Like, I think they're nearly kind of, because they're onto their rounds of pseudo legendary Pokemon, right? So it's gonna get to the point where it's just like, there's just not gonna be, they aren't gonna have any raids that they'll release. And by that time, it'll be Legends Arceus. But I just don't do raids anymore. I really don't do much of anything in this game. I don't even do like the multiplayer stuff anymore. I don't do like the Union Circle stuff. I don't even do the VGC. Like I tried or attempted to do the VGC as like when the game came out. So like Regulation A. But yeah. I don't even do that. There's really, I don't know. There's not much I do in this game. Just kind of really, there's not much I do with Pokemon at the moment. Just been shiny hunting. Well, shiny hunting and Nuzlocke. Well, I'm getting more into the Nuzlocking stuff. I am wanting to plan. I want to plan learning VGC, so like playing out streams where I just learn like VGC stuff, because I want to learn, because I think it's interesting. I wanted to try and learn TCG, but I don't know, to me that's kind of like my brain's not going to handle that, so I think I'll just stick with TCG Pocket. That's a task manageable for me. But I want to play like some of those like older spin-off games that you probably like don't think too much about anymore. Like I want to play, like I recently just got the Pokemon Pinball, Ruby and Sapphire, I think it was. I want to play that on stream because I played a little bit on my own. I was so confused with what the heck was going on. I was like, what is all this? It's fun. I quite like it, but you actually have to catch Pokemon in that game, and I was like, I didn't know that was a thing. I thought it was just make the ball go pin. Just send the ball around the pinball machine and have fun with it. Yay! Because I think at one point when I was playing, there was like a moment where I went to a whole different map, like a whole different area, and there were like these Celio and Spiel, and you had to sort of like knock the ball or get the sphere, like get the Celios to knock the ball into the basketball hoop. Oh, is this it? Well, you lied to me. What? I was so excited. What do you mean? What? I was so excited. I thought it was a shiny. What was I talking about? Yeah, I just got confused in the pinball game. I don't know what I'm talking about. Why did it do that? Why would he say, oh, I can't attack that Pokemon? It's like, oh, it must be shiny then. Shiny Zorua? After all this time? No, it was not. Come back, you. Yeah, I keep picking up that Misty Seed, and because I keep resetting, the game keeps thinking like, oh, you still don't have this item. It's like, I know, and I don't care. Never gonna use it. I don't think I will. I have no idea. Maybe I will one time. You never know. Do. I have no thoughts anymore. My head is empty. I'm just trying to look for a shiny Zorua, man. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know. Oh. Is this it? Is this it? Yes! We got it! Oh my god, look at it! The beautiful little thing! Okay, we actually have to catch it now. I was gonna go straight for a luxury ball, just straight up. We actually found one. Okay, that did not catch. That's okay. We can put it to sleep. I don't know if this has anything that'll knock itself out. I'm a little too worried to find out. Ah, it's such a gorgeous shiny though. I love it. I love like the neon blue. It's so cool. Okay. Get in the ball. Yes! Got it! Nice! We got one! Hell yeah! I wasn't even expecting to find one today, but there we go. I will take it. Awesome. All right, we save. I don't even know if it was marked. I have no idea. Ah, so beautiful. It is not marked. It is a timid nature, though. That's not too bad for a Zorua. Nice. I expect that will be our only one. It'll probably be the only one we find. But if that's the only shiny we find today, I am happy. Even one shiny is still a successful hunt. It'd be cool if we found another one though, but it's okay. What else do I need to talk about? I don't know. I think I pretty much said everything I needed to say today. I don't really have anything else I need to talk about. And everything else I really need to announce, other than like... So I got one more week of my contract left next week, so it should be the final week. Even if they try and extend it, I'll be like, no, I got other things to do. I can't just be exclusive to you for the rest of the term, like, or whatever. So I'll finish that up next week. I don't think I'll stream next week. I think because I got a few things I need to get done. Very important things I need to get done next week. So I'm gonna if I can, like, maybe Thursday or Friday, maybe both Thursday and Friday. Thursday and or Friday. I'll try and do something. But don't expect anything. don't expect anything to happen next week, because it'll just be if I can get on, I will get on. And then after that, I will have to try and reorganize the Magikarp rally, because I've been postponing that for a little too long now. I will have to do that eventually, because that still has to happen. And then we got to start like a new Nuzlocke. So I think I said I was going to do Black and White this time around. Not Black 2, White 2. I think I was just going to do like just the first one, just Black and White. No, don't touch me. Oh my god, why would you do that? Yeah, but then I want to try and play like just other random, like, older Pokemon games. Like I said, like the pinball one. I want to try like the old Pokemon Snap. I want to try that one. Is that just a Mabosstiff? Yeah. How much time left in the sandwich? Oh, it's only been like 20 minutes. Okay. I mean, it's only been 10 minutes. Sorry, not 20 minutes. Which I only have like 10 minutes left of the stream I need to do. But at least we found a shiny. What else? I don't know. I don't know what else. It's just like, I just want to try. I want to try things. If there's something I want to try, I'm going to try it. That's pretty much it. Yeah, so try some of those like older games. Try some of those like, try learning VGC. Try and get like some TCG Pocket stuff done. Like, I want to try battling again in that game. I haven't really done much of that, to be honest with you. So I have no idea what the hell I'll be doing. But I want to try it. Or it'd be just ripping packs open. I have no idea. I don't know. I didn't know, by the way, I didn't know you could actually go back to the older packs, like the older sets, so like the whatever the first set was in TCG Pocket. I didn't know you could go back to those ones and, you know, open those up. I had no idea. I don't know if that was like an update that they put out like towards the end of last year or this year, or I don't know. But I'm glad they did that. Imagine if that was shiny. I'm so happy we found that shiny Zorua. Because I think I have a shiny Zorua, like Unovan Zorua in Pokemon Home. But I also had a shiny Unovan Zoroark, but like I know I had it, but I must have like lost it, or maybe I traded it to complete a Pokedex somewhere in some game. I have no idea. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And it's gone now. It's gone forever. So glad I have this little guy. Let's try and steer clear of that Mischief. Oh, it's gone now. Never mind. No, I don't think there really is anything else to announce. I think that's pretty much it. Thought one of these was shiny. No. No, all good over there. That's good. That's good. I mean, when I say it's good, I mean it's not shiny. Which is probably not good. We want the shinies, but that's okay. I guess when I say that's good, it means like, I checked it. It was not shiny. But I checked it. I just imagine if they did have a statistic where it was like shiny Pokemon that have like appeared around you, not necessarily ones that you would have caught or encountered. Like it's just like you ran past a shiny Pokemon and it just comes up as like shiny Pokemon appeared, and it's like where was that one? I have no idea. Because you could totally run past Pokemon in this game, not even like know it was a shiny, because you just weren't paying attention. Because there's no cue. There's nothing to let you know. There's no indicator. I remember when I first found that out when I played this game. It was like on release. I looked up and I was like, oh, like while I'm running around in, because I think I just got the open world, available to me in the game. Like I just got to the point where it was like I did the academy bit and it's like now you're available to go and do gyms and stuff and whatever you need to do. And as I was running to the first gym, I was like, let me just, well, what I believed was the first gym. I was like, let me check to see how I know there's a shiny Pokemon, and found out it's like, oh, this shiny Pokemon, they don't, you know, you don't know. They don't make a noise. There's no visual cue, that there's no indicator that a shiny Pokemon is near you. And I was like, well, that kind of sucks. How am I supposed to know there's a shiny Pokemon then? And as I kind of said that to myself, I encountered a shiny Hoppip. I was like, oh, there's a shiny Hoppip. And that was the first shiny I found in this game. It was over... where was it? How do I open the map? It was over here. Yeah, over in here somewhere. Somewhere over in this area. Near Cortondo. That's where it was. Yeah, pretty silly that they just don't have, like, any indicator. Because I've said this before. Like, with this game, the lighting is horrible. It's so inconsistent. There's Pokemon that are, like, way too small for me to even see. Like, the major Pokemon that comes to mind is, like, Nimble or Flabebe. Because they're kind of, like, really small, hiding in a bush or something. Or in, like, really tall... Like it's just, it's so, like, you don't even know that Pokemon would even existed. It's, yeah. I don't like how the sizing of the Pokemon are in this game. I know, I have a feeling they were trying to go for something a little more realistic with the sizing. So if it's a small Pokemon, let's actually make it small in the overworld. Like, let's actually, you know... Let us actually make it tiny, but then I can't actually tell if that Pokemon is even on the map. If that Pokemon is even near me, because I'll just be running by and I'll be like, I don't care. I don't care. And it's like, oh, you do realize this Pokemon was there, right? And it's like, no, because I did not see it. And it's like, oh, it's in this area. And it's like, can't tell if it's there because it's so gosh dang tiny. But I think Legends Arceus did a good job with the sizes of the Pokemon. It's like, you could tell there were size differences in Pokemon, but they were big enough that you could see them. Because it's like, I actually want to see my Pokemon, please. Like, that would be lovely. You know, you've put effort into their designs. I'd like to admire them. I don't want to just see them as like a pixel on the screen. So I feel like they, from what I've seen of the trailers, I feel like Legends ZA kind of fixes this. So it kind of like goes back to what Legends Arceus did, where it's just like, yeah, there's probably size differences, but you're going to generally tell that the Pokemon is there on the map. It's not like 100% one-to-one scale. Yeah. I'm so sleepy. I'm sleepy. I will probably end the stream and just go nap. Man, I was hoping to at least find one more before I ended the stream, but I don't think I'm going to be able to find one. Oh well. No, I don't even know what the hell's in there. What am I attacking? I don't know. There, just go in there. Get that one. One more. Okay. That's alright. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there for today because the 3-hour markers come up and I need to end stream. I gotta stretch. Thank you all so much for joining. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, evening, morning, wherever you are. I don't know what the hell this Brelim's doing. Just having a grand old time. I will see you all maybe next week, maybe next Friday. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I am quite busy next week. But it is the last week of my contract, and then after that it should be a little bit easier with the scheduling of streams and like scheduling stuff, because it's been a bit hectic. I do understand, and I apologize for that. I haven't, like, the times when I start the streams have been a little bit inconsistent. Everything has just been inconsistent. But hopefully after next week we'll be sort of back to normal. But anyway, I will leave that there. I will see you all next time. Thank you all so much again for watching. You're all lovely people. Seriously though, thank you. All right, bye bye bye. I will go now. Bye bye bye. Bye 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 bye. I don't. And then I gotta do all this stuff. There's so many things I gotta do. Okay. Bye bye bye. Bye 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 bye.